This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Do you sometimes have FaceTime with your friends because of boredom? Then you two talk for a bit, but suddenly you both get tired and bored with what you're talking, and then both of you agree to just watch a movie on Netflix. Unfortunately, you two are having a hard time finding a good movie since you're both not into romance, horror, and comedy, and both of you want a movie about destruction because you find it cool and enticing. If you're these kinds of persons, then this video is for you. We'll help you unleash your boredom and find a good movie to watch. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the best movies about destruction. So if you're new in our YouTube channel, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell to get updates whenever we post. Let me enlighten you first with the word used, destruction. Destruction is all about the process of destroying something or someone. Here are the examples of destruction: the death of the many due to explosion, demolition of something, destroying someone's reputation, and many more. Since you already know its meaning and some scenarios that you can encounter, it's time to feel the thrill and get attached from this kind of movie which is about destruction. Here are the top 10 recommended movies about destruction. Number 10. Take Shelter, 2011. Take Shelter is a 2011 American psychological thriller film written and directed by Jeff Nichols and starring Michael Shannon and Jessica Chastain. When does preparation for the worst turn into a psychosis? After having dreams and hallucinations about a coming climate catastrophe, Michael Shannon offers one of his most unsettling performances as a blue-collar dad who becomes obsessed with creating the perfect storm shelter. Whether you're a doomsayer or an optimist, the ending will take your breath away. The deftness of the characterization and the persistent sense that things are probably far more complex than they are perceived are what made Nichols' films so gratifying, at least until the melodrama of the final act. Number 9. Deep Impact, 1998. Deep Impact is a 1998 American science fiction catastrophe film directed by Mimi Leder and starring Robert Duvall, Téa Leoni, Elijah Wood, Vanessa Redgrave, Maximilian Schell, and Morgan Freeman. It was written by Bruce Joel Rubin and Michael Tolkien and directed by Mimi Leder. This film was produced by Steven Spielberg, who also served as executive producer. On May 8, 1998, Paramount Pictures and DreamWorks Pictures jointly distributed the film in North America and abroad. The film is essentially plotted wherein a meteor is hurtling towards Earth and threatens to knock out the entire human race unless a group of heroic astronauts can save it. If you haven't watched this, you're missing an amazing movie. Number 8. San Andreas, 2015. San Andreas is a 2015 American disaster film directed by Brad Payton and written by Carlton Cuse, with screenplay credit going to Andre Fabrizio and Jeremy Passmore. Dwayne Johnson, Carla Gugino, Alexandra Daddario, Ian Griffith, Archie Panjabi, and Paul Giamatti are among the cast members. The story revolves around a cataclysmic earthquake generated by the San Andreas Fault that takes a toll on Los Angeles and the San Francisco Bay Area. This movie has received a lot of praise for its good cinematography and amazing visual effects. This is a must-watch movie for it to tell us what to do when an earthquake occurs. Number 7. Children of Men, 2006. Children of Men is a 2006 science fiction action thriller film. It was directed by Alfonso Cuarón. The screenplay, which was based on P.D. James' 1992 novel The Children of Men, was written by 5 people, with Clive Owen contributing uncredited. The film is set in 2027 after 2 decades of human infertility have brought society to its brink. Asylum seekers seek refuge in the United Kingdom but are exposed to government custody and refoulement. Owen plays Theo Ferran, a civil worker who's tasked with assisting refugee Key, or Claire Hope Ashite, in escaping the chaos. You must ready your mind, your heart, and soul in this movie because it can really make you attached to it. Number 6. Into the Storm, 2014. Richard Armitage and Sarah Wayne Callis star in Into the Storm, a 2014 American found-footage disaster film directed by Stephen Quayle and written by John Swetnam. It's a disaster movie about a series of tornadoes that hit the imaginary town of Silverton, Oklahoma. Into the Storm depicts the all-too-real story of men and women whose lives are permanently changed by Mother Nature's unpredictability. However, we're never given a cause to care about them anymore than we're about the nameless individuals whose homes are destroyed by computer-generated image or CGI. If you love movies about destruction and also humanity, this movie is for you. Number 5. Twister, 1996. Twister is a 1996 American epic disaster film directed by Jean de Bont. with Michael Crichton and Anne-Marie Martin writing the screenplay. Steven Spielberg, Walter Parkes, Laurie MacDonald, and Gerald R. Mullen served as executive producers. Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, Jamie Gertz, and Carrie Ewell stars in the film, which follows a group of storm chasers as they attempt to deploy a tornado research equipment during a violent outbreak in Oklahoma. In recent years, Twister has been hailed as the ultimate tornado film, still a fun watch to look at after more than 24 years. Number 4. Mad Max Fury Road 2015. Mad Max Fury Road is a 2015 Australian post-apocalyptic action film co-written, co-produced, and directed by George Miller. Miller collaborated with Brendan McCarthy and Nicola Thuris on the screenplay. Kennedy Miller Mitchell and Rat Pack Dune Entertainment produced the film, which was released in Australia by Village Roadshow Pictures and internationally by Warner Brothers Pictures. Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, Nicholas Hoult, Hugh Keys-Byrne, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, Riley Coe, Zoe Kravitz, Abby Lee, and Courtney Eaton star in the movie, which is directed by Tom Hardy. Fury Road is set in a post-apocalyptic desert wasteland where gasoline and water are limited commodities. Max Rockatansky teams up with Imperator Furiosa to flee from cult leader Immortan Joe and his army in an armored tanker truck, resulting in a long road fight. Number 3. Geostorm 2017. Dean Devlin directed, co-wrote, and co-produced Geostorm, a 2017 American science fiction catastrophe film, in his feature directorial debut. Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgis, Abby Cornish, Ed Harris, and Andy Garcia starred in the film. It follows a satellite creator as he attempts to save the planet from a massive storm triggered by faulty climate control satellites. As the film begins, we learn that in 2019, Earth was struck by a series of devastating extreme weather disasters that wiped out entire cities. Finally, the dangers of global warming are being acknowledged. Number 2. Contagion 2011. Contagion is a thriller film directed by Steven Soderbergh and released in 2011. Marion Cotillard, Matt Damon, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet, Bryan Cranston, Jennifer L., and Sana Lathan are among the main cast members. The plot revolves around the development of a virus spread by respiratory droplets and fomites. Medical researchers and public health officials attempts to diagnose and contain the epidemic, the breakdown of societal order during a pandemic, and the production of a vaccine to stop it. Contagion is a realistic, unflashy film about a global pandemic. It's being promoted as a thriller, a terrifying hypothesis about how a new airborne virus could infect humans and spread rapidly in a short period of time. We're already familiar with this situation, since we're also experiencing it right now. Number 1. 2012 film 2009. 2012 is a 2009 American science fiction disaster film directed and written by Roland Emmerich. It was produced by Closer and Emmerich and produced by Harold Closer, Mark Gordon, and Larry J. Franco. John Cusack, Amanda Peet, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Oliver Platt, Thandiwe Newton, Danny Glover, and Woody Harrelson are among the cast members. The plot follows geologist Adrian Helmsley, Ejiofor, and author Jackson Curtis, Cusack, as they encounter the events foretold by the 2012 phenomenon. 2012 is the mother of all disaster films, and the father in the extended family spends half an hour setting up, like scientists warn, strange events occur, prophets rant, and of course a family is introduced, before launching into 2 hours of cataclysmic special events hammering the earth relentlessly. Did this video help you find a good movie to watch? I really hope that you get a good movie to watch in our video. If you can recommend more exciting movies to watch, just feel free to comment in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.